Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have a thread made by the developers, the multiplayer developers, of pretty much current issues being worked on. So these are issues, also new changes, and stuff that they have planned in the future. There's a lot of dev replies in this thread, and this might be a two-part video, maybe even more than that. But yeah, we're gonna go over as much as we can today. Keep the video about 20-25 minutes. And we're going to go from there. I'm going to read it. I'm going to give my little opinions on it because I have played multiplayer a little bit now. So I got a little feel for it. And we're going to go from there. We're going to see some player replies as well and all of that. So without further ado, I'm going to link this down below and let's get to it. So current issues being worked on or being worked on. First one, crush through mechanics and damage. Overall damage is too high. In some instances, deals way too much damage. I agree. So the crush through mechanic is obviously if someone blocks an attack, if you have a heavy weapon, especially a heavy mace, it will still do damage, and sometimes it does do too much damage. And I think there should be like a % chance that it works and it doesn't work added to it as well. But I don't know exactly how they're going to implement it, but it's definitely an issue. Cavalry rear up problems. Cavalry can be reared from other angles than the front. Cavalry can be reared with very low damage. I'm pretty sure by rear they mean obviously the horse's legs go up, the front legs go up, and the horse obviously kind of like stands on his what's it called, two back legs. And yeah, I can see this being a problem. I didn't play cavalry that much during my multiplayer gameplay because infantry is like the way to go now. Unless you're really good with your aim, then archers are sometimes viable, but infantry all the way, to be honest with you. Captain mode balances. Okay, if you play captain mode, I usually play skirmisher, but if you play captain mode, you got some balance changes coming. Then we have couch lance mechanics and damage. Couch lance deals too low damage when speed difference is low. In some instances, the tip misses the deal. The tip misses and deals blunt damage with the handle. Okay. Alrighty, so this is couch lance is obviously the mechanic with the horseman, if I'm not mistaken, right? So they have lowered the damage, but now it's doing very low damage, so obviously they have to kind of keep tweaking it, right? Archery and throwable mechanics, adjusting the current accuracy curves. Okay, I don't know if that means it's a nerf or a balance. Either way, I think archery it's kind of in a good spot in my opinion. Trying out some new mechanics, always good to see. I think it's in an okay spot, right? Mounted archery and throwables, fixed already, okay. Mounted troops were not affected by the accuracy change properly, but I guess it's now fixed, as it states right here. There's other stuff as well, obviously, but wanted to put this out to address most of the threads that are popping up. There we go. I mean, there you go. So, let's see. You forgot to write proximity voice chat. I don't think we need that. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. Look, if you want to go in there with your friends and you want to have fun, or if you're having like I guess like a clan versus clan battle, you guys can create a Discord server and get it going. But I think if you're gonna solo queue, I don't want to hear. It's just gonna be a lot of talking bad, if that kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? Like no, I don't want this personally. In Shield Bash, like in Vikings for epic shield wall battles. Okay. Also, you're working on the stability issues for clan matches. They're always working on stability issues. The group leaders crash after every single game. That sounds like a problem. And besides the leaders, crashes seem to happen more often in clan matches in general. Okay, so I haven't played much clan matches, so I can't really say yes or no to this. When I did play skirmisher mode, it was pretty good. I didn't even crash at all. I played like what, 20 to 30 games, so I don't know. But I guess maybe clan matches are kind of broken, right? Forward to the developers. Shopping list. Oh, he just added it and put it into like a little thing like this. Okay. Oh, I guess at first they oh, okay, so at first I think he just added these, and then obviously he added these kind of explanations after it because of this little thing this guy made. which is good. You know what I mean? Probably if they just kept it like this, it would be kind of too vague. So I'm glad they added the more detail. My suggestion for Crush Through, give us a tool to combat its randomness other than shields. Okay. On dual servers, people should only refuse to fight against two-handed weapons. In a skirmisher scene, many people see it as broken. Okay. With the two-handed weapons in skirmisher mode seen as broke. I don't know. I think the best. Okay, look. I think the best way to beat the Crush Through. Obviously, your movement has to be a little bit different, right? A little bit more fast-paced. And if you have a fast attacking weapon, like a short, fast attacking weapon, you can most of the times beat the heavy weapons because they swing slower. But that's just in my experience, right? I already suggested on another thread, but I'll repeat myself here. Crush Through would be okay if it can only go through passive blocks. Okay? I don't know what Tailworld calls it internally, but I'll refer to it as passive and active blocks. We currently have two animations. One where the defender blocks a long time before the attack connects. Here the defender is stunned for a longer time. The other option is when the defender blocks at the perfect timing. Here the stun on the defender is shorter and it can counterattack sooner. Okay. So if you hit it right on the dot, you shouldn't be stunned for as long. Makes sense. That's already in the game. Okay. Simply make active block resistance to Crush Through. And I think the biggest issue is resolved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was already in the game. Competitive players will have a tool that rewards skill and not luck, while Crush Through will be a fun tool for more chaotic modes like Siege and TDM. Okay. I hope the throwing accuracy while walking gets reverted. Throwing became lottery. Okay, so it's a lot randomer. Okay. A lot more random. I said randomer. The dream that people don't throw while walking is unnecessary and realistic because the missile speed and damage gets too low. Okay. Thanks. Very much appreciated. Why not remove Crush Through, though? I don't think we should remove it. I think there should be a lot more mechanics like Crush Through, like different mechanics for different types of weapons. You know what I mean? To make the gameplay a little bit more interesting, a little bit more, like the other person said before, not just kind of luck-based, whoever just attacks first, but kind of like more skill-based, like, you know what I mean? If you know all the moves that your character can do and you do it in the right order, then you should win most of your fights against someone who's inexperienced. I think that, you know what I mean? We should have more mechanics, if that kind of makes sense. Like, do we need to wait the same amount of time as block delay for Tailworlds to remove it? Also, if you remove stopping horses with low damage, you will need to rework how spear damage works on foot. You have to be the furthest away possible to not bounce with the spear. Also, you need to make foot units attack speed faster because of how slow spear is on the ground. Okay, okay. This is yet going to be something we won't move onto it, calling it. I don't think they should remove it, personally. We got a big post, some big posts. Okay, here it is. Thanks for the ongoing good work. What is this? Okay, right here. Thanks for the ongoing good work. I have questions about a few. By the way, when I do these thread videos, before I do continue, sorry about this. If I skip, because I know people who are on the forums, they also watch my videos, and I've had someone comment that, you know, I skipped all his posts. I don't do it on purpose. I don't pick out names, you know what I mean? I try to keep this informative, and I try to keep the right amount of dev replies and all the other stuff in mind, right? So if I skip past a couple of responses, my apologies, you know what I mean? It just is what it is, you know? Okay, so thanks for the ongoing good work. I have questions about a few Roblox competitive Bannerlord faces. If they are something you work on because they're... Okay, hold on, I can't read this. If they are something you work on because they would greatly improve the game. Okay, so spectator mode. In order for matches to be casted and streamed in an enjoyable way, a spectator mode would be really important. It's sad we can't watch interesting matches from bird's view. This is coming. This was confirmed. This is coming soon. This was confirmed in the video update they made, the development update. I think it was number 3. This was mentioned right at the end, and they showed us a little kind of clip of how it is actually going so far. Ranked mode, with the introduction of clan matches, we started doing spawn changes again, like in Bannerlord. I think while being a fair solution, it's not the most interesting one. Personally, would prefer a pick ban phase for factions and maps for ranked clan matches. I agree. I think I think whenever I think ranked gameplay for most multiplayer games should have like a pick ban phase. I think that's important, right? And it lets clans play to their advantage, and obviously, you know what I mean, pick their fights the right way, kind of both sides of the table. I think that is important. Reconnecting, when somebody drops from during a match, it's like a death sentence in a closed match. There's no way to reconnect, and with the upcoming next tournament, it would avoid a lot of frustration to get an option to reconnect or dedicated servers that for that matter. I agree. Reconnecting should also, most multiplayer games that have like, you know what I mean, like tournament, they should have a reconnect function. I do agree. Yep. These two I agree. Actually, all three I agree, right? And this was already talked about. But let's see what the devs have to say. A basic spectator mode is being built at the moment. There it is. The designs for a very robust one is approved. There it is. Ranked mode is being built. We already enabled skill-based matchmaking. Ranked matches with lever punishment and player ranks are being worked on. Clan matches will also get a proper ranking system, so you don't have to calculate ratings yourself. The proper competitive format is something we are discussing internally as well. Banning factions and playing both sides on a set map sounds like a decent start, but is further down the road. For now, you can do all the stuff outside of the game and then set up the clan match with your preferred settings, so it's not a blocker at the moment. Yeah, you can obviously, you know, do kind of like a gentleman's agreement, like, hey, we're banning this, you're banning this, and you go from there, right? You guys can get into a Discord thing and just go from there. Reconnecting will be implemented with ranked mode. There it is. Okay. Very good. All questions are answered. Everything's being worked on. That's being stated. Some is going to take a little bit longer than others. And yeah, sounds pretty good. Yeah, those are three big questions and three big answers. Very good in my opinion. Let's keep it going. I kind of hope cosmetics will come before spectator mode. I feel like people would be back in multiplayer for that. Basic spectator mode should come earlier, but cosmetics and customizations being worked on at the moment will probably arrive before the super spectator mode. We talked about this in a dev talk video that launched just a couple hours ago. I don't know when this video will launch, probably maybe like a day or two after the dev talk video. So we did cover this post, and I stated that we are going to cover this whole thread in another video. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, I think cosmetics are going to be, it's either hit or miss. I want them to kind of make it very good. I want, you know, I would kind of want like a system like CSGO, right? I'm not saying, you don't have to add the gambling part. Just add the rarity part. You know what I'm saying? Like add somehow to get like a rare cosmetic. That I don't know how exactly they're going to implement it. I don't know if it's just going to be like hey, for this much this, you can buy that, or you can unlock it when you pass certain levels. I don't know exactly how they're going to implement it, but I like the random chance to get like a very rare cosmetic, or you know what I mean, with like a specific pattern or something like that. I think that'd be very cool, right? But obviously I don't want it to become like a gambling fest at the same time too. I kind of want it to be, you know, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. Cosmetics are very tricky, and we'll see how it will be done in the future. What is this? Our attacks without animation being looked into. Okay. Also, Eb and I did some testing on the Cav hitbox when rearing on a wall, and it seemed that the horses will take the damage no matter what if you shoot during the animation. If you shoot later, it works sometimes, but it can miss. As you can see on the first try, the bullet passes through me and does no damage, although we can see the blood on impact. Okay. Attack animations does not look like a glitch. It looks like the hilt is bouncing back immediately when the attack starts. It shouldn't be dealing any damage. I will forward the Cav bolt video to the QA to test. There it is. What is this? Ooh, okay, we got some coding. Is there anyone who... Okay, so crush through mechanics. Is there anyone who even wants this? It doesn't work for the game. Disencourages teamwork. Works against core mechanics. Just another mechanic no one asked for. Okay. Now hear me out. 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 Really, just hear me out, right? The mechanic doesn't work in a good way for the community, right? But it can, in my opinion. I feel it really can. And I feel like more mechanics need to be added so it's not just a left click, you know what I'm saying, simulator. You know what I mean? Um, I enjoy the new mechanics. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're not going to work right when they get released or even after a couple patches. But if at the end of the day they do work, I think that, you know, it's worth going through some trial phases. And obviously, it might get nerfed, it might get this and that. But I think more should be added. I think it's a cool feature. Yes, it's kind of annoying right now, but I don't know. I don't know what other people... Obviously, people have a very negative opinion on it, but I feel like I'd like to see more mechanics, if that kind of makes sense. Round and round we go. I would rather have the only defensive move of a class to actually work than the other way around. The pressing issues with Cav don't get touched. This means we actually get bows instead of crossbows. We are getting crossbows, by the way, on horse archers. If you guys didn't know that, that is coming. I don't know when, but the devs have stated it, that it is coming. Are you able to give the time for cosmetics to be released? I'm really hoping for this month or October. What is this? Can we take just a little priority for captain mode balance? People are suffering. 1.5 made captain mode shock unit versus shock unit. I totally understand devs have loads of things to do, but we need more excitement and tension here. It is literally on the list. I'm weak. But okay, yeah, it is on the list, my guy. Let's see. Got a couple of question marks. Alrighty. Of course, I know it's on the list. I'm saying that we really need that as a priority. Okay. It seems like things are really slow for the captain community. People need more attention here. Okay. So there are problems in the captain community. I don't necessarily play it, so I have no clue. But it's looking like everyone's just picking one unit, which is the shock units. Will the balances be separated by game mode when the captain mode patch releases? I wouldn't want changes made to captain mode to negatively impact skirmisher. They have stated this in the past that they kind of make it known in the patch notes if it's for the whole multiplayer, if it's just for some parts of the multiplayer, if it's only for skirmisher mode or for captain mode. They have stated that what's it called? That that it is the case. They will add it. They will add different changes to different modes to kind of make it fair. If you make archers more accurate again, it will influence the AI archers as well. I doubt it will get separate balances. It's a huge overhead, by the way. No, we have gotten separate balances before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. By the way, did we just get 1.5.1? Oh, this on Tuesday? Yeah. There it is. Got some more of this. I don't care. Let's keep it going. Got a lot. Oh my goodness. I might have to cover this in the next video. It looks like a big response from the developers right here. Yeah, so he's pretty much addressing... This person right here is asking all these questions. So, alright, I am going to make a part 2, guys. I don't want the video to get too long, like I said before, because obviously some people want to sit down for an hour long, some people don't. And also my voice... It gets kind of beat up after, you know, an hour or so recording. So I'm going to just end it right here. We're going to do part 2. Probably going to come out a couple of days after this part 1 comes out. So stay tuned. We have this whole big reply and more pages of replies as well. If you did enjoy it, ask me any questions, any concerns. Let me know what you guys think of multiplayer, what you think about the current changes that are being worked on. And like always, stay safe.